Hey guys, welcome back to another stream, a sister stream. We're back with some more Phoenix Wright. Yesterday we finished the investigation and we figured out that Man God is definitely involved in murder. From what it seems like, actually I say from what it seems like, it's pretty obvious that Shelly the killer actually killed Juan Crida, but he was hired by Man God, which makes him technically a killer. And he kind of snapped. He kind of showed us his true colours. But now we just have to defend him, because otherwise Maya's dead. So it's kind of an interesting one. Hi Blair, how's it going? How you doing, lad? You're nearly done with camp, Blair. But 1 day left, right? Yeah, I hope you're doing alright. Let me just let the Discord know that we're live. I just typed the exact same. There we go. I need to get more creative with my messages in the Discord. I don't have time to watch the last... I didn't have time to watch the last one. Oh, no worries. It's alright, Blair. You've been busy. I don't blame you. I'm getting out of here today. Let's go. Sweet. So, you got this day. Wait, no, as in... Oh, because it's 1 o'clock there, isn't it? So you're basically done, aren't you? Oh, nice. Then you're finally free. Let's go. Yeah, I'll just load us right into it. Hi Paloma, how's it going? Yeah, just a slight recap, it's all good. Oh, I forgot we had this scene. Ugh, how do I get into this mess? And then the almighty judge, that's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. He does look kind of cool though, here, I will say. But what have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm a simple defense attorney. Silence. You're no longer worthy of your title. I had this stream before, someplace some time ago. As if this day were written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. Prove a killer innocent. I am really confused how we're gonna go about this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't see the end goal. There's obviously going to be an end goal where we get him arrested and Maya's safe, but how? Like, there's no way... I was going to say Paloma because I was reading the chat. There's no way Maya dies, but how are we going to get away with this guy? Next time you can say, get your asses over here. Oh! Yeah, honestly, I probably should, to be fair. No one will want to join, though. Anyone else is crying in cabin room? Wait, everyone else is crying in my cabin room. I sing in the corner. Come to join stream, obviously. I was gonna say Craig for a second. Obviously, Blur. Well, how are you? Plan on getting out of here? This hell camp. We're happy now. Yeah. Did you get your free bucket? Honestly, I hope you did. March 23rd, 9:43 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Everyone's also talking about how fun they had. I'm just chilling in this. Calling this hell. Honestly. Bum 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 bum. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. Bear, we've just gonna message her. There we go. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so good, well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Haha. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Ugh. Now listen up. You better get a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix? Phoenix? Mia? Hey, Maya. How's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? He hasn't tried to challenge me since yesterday. Mia, what happened? What am I supposed to do? Well, like I said. For a lawyer, the worst time when you have to force your biggest smile. But, you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. No free bucket, just a little bit of candy, and next week confirmation, which they have a party and get gifts, yay. Do you get gifts then? Okay, that's fine. Ugh, it's that cursed and God again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore, I mean it. Oh, gosh. What do you mean, pal? Gosh, I'm really very sorry. Where are you? You let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then, you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on that guy. We're not gonna give up. Don't you? Till the trial's over? Till the verdict's handed down? We're going to do everything we can to find the killer. And if we get Maya out, then you can get on guard with the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. So the only way we win is if they find Maya first. And then, obviously, then we can get on guard. BRB, you're gonna switch headphones. Oh no, off forward. Finish event with a free bucket sounds illegal. Honestly, the fact that they promised you, well, I say they promised, the fact that there was the promise of buckets just for you not to get any. Terrible. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You know that, so you have to do whatever you can to make this trial last longer. Hi, Colpix, how's it going? I have to make the trial last longer. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw out. Okay, at least it's Edgeworth still, and it's not, I was gonna say, at least it's not, what's her face? Francisca, oh my god. Komoko-sani, hi, by the way, oh, hi Shino, how's it going? Is this an alt account? Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all we got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Beep. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. We got friends. I think it's been a while. Do we still call Shino, though? Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna call you Shino. Just because Kokomo is hard for me to say. Shino's fine. I'm too stupid to say Kokomo. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Friends! Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make this trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Oh, you changed your username. Okay, fair enough. Do you want us to keep calling you Shino? Or would you rather us call you Kokomo? I need to think about it now, because I keep going to say Shino. March 23rd, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh, thank God it's Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt and God. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I just realized this is the first time we got Matt and God, so either... Will we have a break, or is this just the last bit? Topic's probably Minecraft today later. Oh my gosh. Let's go. I haven't played Minecraft in so long, I need to get back into it. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion on Mr. Engard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene wearing a nickel samurai costume. I nearly said a sickle samurai. The guilt of these actions are those of which she cannot escape. So she is arrested. I mean, we saw her being arrested, but yeah. I mean, she is going to jail properly. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. Not dead naming on this chat, no, my watch, yeah. We'll call you Coco. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is a calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Querido was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt and Guard. What a surprising turn of events. That makes sense why he couldn't have actually physically done the murder. I would think it become in place by now, Your Honor. The coconut nut is a giant nut. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can, at least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. So, really, we're just drawing out this trial as long as possible, aren't we? Oops, okay. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls for the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to stand. Okay. Eduardo. Edgeworth. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, unpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's... I guess I'm a sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry, well, I'm just kind of nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is that correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need is to answer what you're asked. Now then, would you like to, I would like you to testify about what, when you went to Mr. Enguard's room. Okay, sure. It's a hard name to spell. It's like, you know, like like edge of a table. So it's E-D-G-E, edge, and then worth is in like worthwhile. It's like both words put together. Visit to Matt's room. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Ooh. Matt was standing there in the front of his room, still in his Nickel Samurai costume. It's the fact that we know that Shelley did kill her. I mean, actually, well, no, technically speaking, we do know that Shelley did kill her now, like, actually. It's annoying beforehand when we kept seeing him, and Phoenix doesn't know. It's annoying. He was talking about someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and couldn't make them wait for me. Yeah, Edgeworth, yeah, there you go, Blur. Powers looks like a monkey. He looks more like a lion, right? Don't do him like that. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Testimony's power, in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Enguard was speaking to was just an ordinary bellboy, what are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge head first, right? You'd think at this point Edgeworth would be working with us, though, right? I forgot to spell it by the morning. Monkey. Almost kind of handsome. I don't know. To be fair, yeah. He looks... I mean, when he was with... No, you know, when he's with Celeste, he looks better then. He looks a bit... He looks much older here. He looks like a baby. They're like polar opposites. We all know the real attractive man is right here. To be fair, Adrian Andrews is a very beautiful looking woman, but so is Celeste, so, you know. After my award ceremony, I went back to Matt's room. Kind of handsome in that last photo. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Juan. That was Matt and Guard, right? The one that we saw in the flashback with the butler, right? That was... Yeah, that was Matt. The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright. What is it? You're going to try and trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor and paid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness? I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate with and continue your testimony. Sorry. So, you were in the defendant's room, and then? Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Honestly, Will Powers literally just changed teams instantly. He was like, oh, Phoenix, you got this, man. As soon as he's on the winner's stand, Phoenix, leave me alone. I don't know you. Powers looks like a werewolf, OMG. Is that OMG because of the werewolf thing? Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his Nicholas Samurai, still in his Nicholas Samurai costume. Oh well, I'm gonna go sleep now. Bye, Goldpix. Thanks for joining. Are you sure that was Matt and Gar? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing his Nicholas Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. Or he's just an idiot. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? Yeah, buenas noches, Goldpix. He spoke to someone at first I thought it was a bellboy. At first? What do you mean by that? Yeah, that's Matt. Well, he was in this bellboy's uniform and had a bottle of juice on the tray. Oh, that's the bottle of tomato juice, right? Bye everyone. I'm guessing that means goodbye, Blur. I'm assuming so anyway, or good night. Yeah, but I don't think he was a normal bellboy. Why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. Guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. I watched the two of them for a while, but I gave up and went back. You saw two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? Yeah, good night, that makes sense. No, not the mean guy. Sorry, Plomo. I agree with you, though, sadly. Unfortunately. Bad people can be attractive, too. Jamming Ninja failed you. Oh, dear. You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more for a minute or two, I think. I'd guess me at night, I couldn't make them wait for me. Who are these guests you were talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Beth. I thought it'd be really rude, since I invited you guys, if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. You remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket with a hyperstate. I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. You're hungry? Have some yakisoba. Me too. I'll go get some cookies once. Honestly, Paloma, I would love some cookies right now. And Matt was standing in front of his room. I spoke to someone if it was a bellboy. Watched the two of them for a while and back. Had guessed I couldn't make. I thought it was this, and it might be presenting the bellboys. The killer's thingy. Right? No, here. I've done it again. I just want some food too. Wait, I just skipped through this. I feel like you felt something strange about the tip giving incident. So I wanted to question this, but I accidentally pressed it, so I didn't mean to do that, but it works. Ah, yeah, that's it. You only your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy. He wasn't an ordinary one, wasn't it? Was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? I gave the bellboy a tip. I just want food to take care of these guys. I love the fact that you just coined turtles. Blur. Have you had it plain? What are you talking about? Yakisoba? The pot noodle, right? So he gave the bellboy a tip. What was so strange about that? Ah, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much was it? How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. I'll protect them with all my life. Yes, honestly, yeah, we love Bliss. I was gonna say tomatoes, Bliss, turtles. Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by the event. I wonder which of the shocking moments should I ask about. We can do both, right, surely. What's so shocking about the bellboy's face? Well, it wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps. I hope you know that discrimination towards all men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. It was smack middle in the guy's face. There was a line of stitches. Oh, here we go. A line of stitches. Yeah, and it went straight down from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like a thread snapped, and all the stuff of his head would come spilling out. Ah, there we go, yeah. He was there, in God's house. He was the bull. I know he had scars. I didn't realize I went right down the middle. I'm just blind. Like, I saw the scars. I didn't realize it was split down. I really hope his face does not split up in his breakdown if he has one, because that'd be alarming. Now I want noodles. I want some spicy noodles, even though it's 11 PM. What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Engard was talking about the killer then. Talk to the killer. If that fact were to be exposed, Engard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you had to dumb it. Pretend you don't know anything. Oh, shoot, no! Oh, that's so annoying. Is really seriously the best. I'm talking about all of Asia. To be fair, I think I said this yesterday, but like I only recently gotten into properly eating Chinese food because, like, I mean, my family owned a Chinese restaurant and I was so picky. I used to eat chips and curry the whole time. Now that I'm older, I eat a bit more adventurously, but obviously we don't own it anymore. So it's like typical that I wasted all the time doing that. I said all my time like not eating Chinese food. Yes, Chief. You sure don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? What did you just say? Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're going to go in circles, around and around, round and round in circles. Then, Mr. Bowers. Now then, Mr. Bowers, please continue your testimony. He gave him a tip. Let's try the other, because I was going to say, I want to present his profile, but it won't be that. So let's just do the other one. What was it? What's the other option? Engard's tip, yeah. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. Yakisoba and white rice is supreme. A little too much? Would you please clarify to the court about how much would you say the defendant gave the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? Look at Powers, he's so meek. Oh well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can only be called a tip, Your Honor. Oh, gyozas are great. My sister makes such great gyozas. With chili oil as well. Oh, beautiful. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious at us. We need to prolong the trial, so let's wait and see. There's nothing I can really object to here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd? So supposing that roll of cash is not a tip, then what is it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? We have to prolong this trial as much as possible, so I feel like we just don't press anything. Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Carida, then the bellboy, the witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Oh, hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? I think the bull is the assassin and God hired him and that's the picture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're alluding to. I totally agree though. I mean, because we know Shelley the Killer is the butler. Yeah. It's pretty much that. Have I ever been unprepared to support my claim, Your Honor? Boom. I have here the card that Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer? He's the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? Nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw the bellboy again later on that night. What? I'm hungry now. All this food talk is making me hungry. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. The second time. I'm gonna make myself sandwiches because I'm a terrible streamer. I'm sorry, guys. Gyozas are freaking delicious, honestly. Now I just want gyozas. God damn it. I'd make noodles if I wasn't streaming. I'll be back in a bit. Let everyone know I'm safe. I'm back. Oh, I just choked at the same time doing that. Oh my gosh, you guys tried a lot. I'm so sorry. Why do I always do this? Oh my god, you guys, wait, oh my god. Game. In the butter, yeah. I don't know. Where did I even get to? Cooking stream. Oh, honestly. If my sister could teach me how to make gears properly, I'd totally do that. I wanna let me scroll. I can't see the rest of the chat. Oh, there we go. Another week to wait. You have winter break coming up? Jeez. I've got a time where except first summer has a sorry, that was disgusting. I'm used to it since Oregon is famous for the fact it rains 9 months out of the year. Is that an actual thing? Right. Even Twilight vibes. Nah, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. This time I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. Wait, what? That's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say the room, I mean one creator's room. Well, I think about it, the bellboy did seem kind of out of place, and you didn't think to mention this. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Oh. But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish the bellboy is truly the killer. Then we shall say, So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if the bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Miss Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. I think Edgar's also stalling like, ha 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 ha. This is no laughing matter. I don't know how to play this, because from what it sounds like, we're supposed to have, like, stall everything. This time, I was in the hallway because I had to get to the bathroom. Oh, wait. What time was it? Ah, well, I don't remember. It was time it ended around 8 PM, right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by that time? You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry. I thought that maybe I could catch Matt and say my congrats. So did you play Stardew? Honestly, I hope you play Stardew. That's when the bellboy saying, yeah. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? Well, the bellboy wears the same uniform. All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But, you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Ugh. So, I'm sure it's the same guy who was talking about Matt. Why is this the most decisive witness we've ever had, and we have to throw him under the bus? Used to, my mom plays it a lot. Oh, fair enough. I was gonna say, to be fair, I want to do a Stardew stream again in a bit, because it's been a while. So which room did the bellboy come out of? The victim's room, huh? Yeah. The one with all the pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, right? She has 1,300 hours in it? Oh my gosh. OMG cute. Nah, that's cool that your parents actually game though. Jeez. My parents could never. My dad used to game a bit actually. But like proper like Tetris, you know, like that sort of stuff. It was Juan's room, alright? Let's not describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Does she date anyone? No, she lives the single life. No, I think about it. The bellboy did seem kind of out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. What an insipid grin. Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next. Honestly, he's really just saying everything that we would normally want to hear. But then just, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's really not helping our case. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of the room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a car, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You call it a little strange too. You'd call that a little strange, wouldn't you? I agree that this is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or can I pull a fast one? I don't know. My parents told me I should have an actual farm if I like farming so much. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys offer room service, with no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Cleaning, maybe? Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Ugh, Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. Let's get a exchange for a bellboy to come out of the room. Please don't be so quick to judge. But it's kind of Powers' family thing. Think of every person as a thief. Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent. That's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us. But he really is the assassin, you know. Yes, but we can't give in yet. If we want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap trick on this one. Interesting. I don't like that. Like, it kind of feels like we're making Powers not guilty, but like we're making him go through all of this just to prolong the trial. Which, I mean, fair, because we do need to prolong it. But could we not have just told the judge? Like, honestly. So I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. No, so the bellboy, of course, I thought it was kind of strange to come out empty-handed. Do we have that? Wait, okay, right. We had the picture. Okay, hear me out. I've just had a thought, right? Because you know in this crime scene, right? There's the tray with the tomato juice on it, and he was holding that. So that's the reason why he left empty-handed, because he put it in there. Right? Is that where we're going with this? The problem I'm thinking is, did Will Powers ever comment on that, saying like, oh yeah, he was carrying the tomato juice? One thing my mum says to other parents is something I think is cool, is gaming unlocks critical thinking and such. It's good for children. My mum just tells me I game too much. Mom, I date a drunk guy in game. Should I try that too? That sounds nice. I'll write it down. Honestly, no, it's that's a good tip, to be fair. Also, I was watching a short earlier where apparently Shane and Emily were added, not late to the game, but like they weren't even original dateable characters. They were voted for. Which is interesting, that Emily wasn't an original one, but you know. I'm gonna present the crime photo. There we go. Here's that. It's the fact that tomato juice is there. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you hear that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he really suspicious? He got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? See, this is why I feel bad. When... Oh, Powers doesn't deserve this. We're terrible people. Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. It's gonna be the tomato juice on the table. And this is the crime scene? Where are we going with this? There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Creator's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see there's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. So we're saying that Shelly the Killer dropped off that glass. Right? I'm assuming so. Okay, we'll go over. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Creeder's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he left empty-handed. But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. It's just, without Shin and Emily, you can only take children look at people. Honestly, yeah, everyone else is baby-faced. Oh, and Harvey, yeah. Coco's question of the day, what's one thing that makes you relax, that makes other people uncomfortable? I don't think I have anything. I mean, I will say, Valorant doesn't exactly make me relax, but I enjoy playing Valorant. Like, it makes me de-stress. Like, because once I play a game, I get my anger out. I think most people play Valorant and they just get annoyed the whole time. I can have a fun time in Valorant. I guess Valorant counts. I really do want to stream Valorant one day. It's just internet. Well, the PC cannot handle it. But can you prove that Mr. Credo was already dead at the time? Mr. Redruff. Yes. I blame you. I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness? Isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? Bubble is empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed? Huh? I recall you saying something interesting about his hand. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black, leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Oh. Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Ugh, boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious? Alright, go focus. I can't lax here. Get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? Ugh. We're really being mean to him for no reason. Well, I say for no reason. We're bullying him. He doesn't deserve it. Not speaking, watching the ceiling. Silence. Why is washing dishes? How productive? Yeah, at least it's something productive. Washing dishes actually gets me hot because of the hot water that runs. I actually get sweaty from washing the dishes. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. Ow. There we go. I just kicked my box again. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Ugh. This is the only witness we've ever had that knows what they're talking about. And of course, it's the one time we need to defend the killer, so we need to make sure he's not telling the truth. Or not doing anything right. Well, saying anything right. It seems we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Their second meeting. I read there and thought it said 3, somehow. After leaving one's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then they all just left, without even going into the room. And after that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. And he didn't mention any of that. How did he not come up with this beforehand? Yes, I lived around people who cook, so hot water and such doesn't bother me, or should I say grew up. No, fair enough. That makes sense. I'm just really prone to heat. I used to get nosebleeds all the time in extreme heat. I'm not as bad anymore. I think I've talked about that before, but yeah. Watch me get a nosebleed now. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room. Yeah, I kind of saw it all by accident. I'm just confused how he didn't let us know this beforehand. Some accident, I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider the bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, do your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. The second meeting. In Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. Oh, guys, by the way, yeah, none of you live in the UK, so it doesn't matter. But Taylor Swift's coming to the UK. My God, the day tickets go off, there's no stream. I'm sorry. I'm spending the rest of the day looking for Taylor Swift tickets. I spent like an hour getting into the line to get like notifications for tickets. Yeah, on the day she's releasing tickets, no streams. I think it's the 21st. Wait, it's the 18th, 19th, and 20th are the stream days. And then also my friends coming. Oh wait, I'm gonna have a long break of days not streaming actually. So my tickets go on sale the 18th, 19th, and 20th of July. Then my friends coming over the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So we're gonna have a long break of streams. So in that time, I might try and record a video. Granted, I do want to try and record videos in the meantime, but I might try and have to do something small in the meantime. But yeah, pray for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Pray I get them Taylor Swift tickets. Because if I don't, I'm going to cry on stream. I will just cry. But also, I do want to do a Taylor Swift tier list now that she's coming, because we need to do that. And then I can get everyone involved in Taylor Swift. It's the only way. Before I die, I want to go to a Hatsune Miku concert. Is that's the one where they project it, right? Because I remember seeing that years ago where they projected the massive Hatsune Miku, right? That'd be amazing. That sounds like a really fun time. Is that why you what you say while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be poor underpaid action star, but even I wasn't stupid to spying. Well, he basically did. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all of this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door to the bathroom with my left eye. It's so sneaky, spy-like. He's just admitting, yeah, I knew he was spying. Okay. Okay, you better fix your sleeping schedule. What's a sleeping schedule? I don't know her. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That is all I care to know. Give me some piss to the room. It's looking so bad. I said hold it. Okay. That's bad. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. Should I probably ask him? I should probably ask him only one question at a time. About this something. He gave something to this person. Yeah. What was this something? If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you can't? You really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think there's something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point. Namely, what did the bellboy do next? Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing, the old guy just left without going to the room. Where did the bellboy go after he left the Mr. Engard's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall, went in there, and who knows after that, right? I do. After that, I went to the bathroom, and then back to my seat. So, I'm back to long enough. Hi Blair, how's it going? I just go for light sticks. Honestly, vibes. It's like my sister likes K-pop. She has one like the concert ones that light up. They look cool. Did you see anything strange or suspicious or just out of the ordinary at the time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this Jewy alien with a ray gun. Oh, that's the old bag. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. We all know. I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Poe's testimony is just as vague as his first. It's not sharp, isn't it? I'm sure you press him if you press him enough, everyone will become clearer. Well, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Ugh. About a lose-lose situation. Go back to your parents, hear your tales. Honestly, I love it. Okay, I want to save here. Well done, guys, on looking after the turtles. Okay, so the only thing... Let's... Is that what you saw while you were at yellow hair? I got turtles and they're multiplying. Wait, what? Actually, wait, no. Which, is it this one? Is this the one where... Yeah, there we go. I questioned the wrong one. Person inside, sure, let's go there. So who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? They cannot be stopped. They keep coming. Why is still come? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. I'd like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to a person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you can see was the person's arm. Yes. It was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is that all, is all of this really important? Of course, Your Honor. I think it's the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember why it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I guess for sure, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. A wooden statue? A statue? Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? It looks like this trial, looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. You have to show your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix. Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue your testimony. What did the bellboy do after? Do we have a statue? Is it the... It can't be the bear, right? Oh, a wooden... Oh, okay. Maybe it is that. No, it's not. Even it's clearly... No, it doesn't. Okay, let's save here. Even though we just lost life. They cannot be stopped. You know how Juancarita has a bunch of bears in his room? Blair just has a bunch of turtles in his room. Well, I say his. Blair has many in their room. I present the big statue, but how are you going to pass that off? If it's a wooden statue... So it's not that. How do I inspect it again? Wait, what? Did I not... Wait. Did I not do that? Did I present it for the wrong... I don't know how my... I think I know how to show my blue badge. Let's go! If you put a link in, hopefully that works. If not, you have to join the Discord, I guess. What is the point of that pregnant pause? Where did you get that red joke? Where Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please split it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Bowers, there's something you saw. Was it this I am? How do you forget that? I don't like the music. This music scares me. Oh, hey, that's it. That's something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Guard's mansion. At the defendant's house. Yeah, that ain't looking good. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley Tequila assassinated Juan Creed in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. And the bear being found at Mr. Guard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor, Mr. Guard is Tequila's client. I'm so confused, because the thing is, we know how it's actually happened, right? But we have to almost disprove ourselves. It's just so confusing. Order, order, order. I said order. That's right. This is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your treatment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would be it would have later on. If you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. It has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. I have Pinterest. Perfect. Now, what social media do you have? It is Pinterest. I mean, it technically does work. I just don't use Pinterest that much. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? Person who received it? There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that is very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took that bear, we can't be sure of... Oh god. It's gonna be the Nickel Samurai's arm, right? Or some crap like that. It's gonna incriminate Matt even more, right? But what is it, Mr. Bowers? If you want to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so, I remembered. I remember who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But, the arm. Yeah, I knew it. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear. Of course it was. Of course it was. You've got to be kidding me. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? How do you forget that? I can't be mad at him because he's telling the truth, but... Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. If he was in any other trial, this would be great because we'd know he was telling the truth. Order. It looks like you've dug... Oh, burp. It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times did that today? I've lost count. So the person who took this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Mattingard is the Nickel Samurai. We're going to argue that was Adrian Andrews again. Thanks for the defense, we've made all the clearer. What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help. You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry. I've been using it as well. Wait. I have been using it, but as you can see, it isn't working. No, it's all good. Hopefully links work, but... Actually, oh! Wait, wait. What's happening with it, Coco? Is it not letting you post it? Or is it, will it let you not enter links into the chat? Or is it just not letting you send it? What's happening? Because I might have to make you a mod for it. Again, Mr. Wright, we've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Right, Mr. Wright, what questionable points would you like to explore further? Oh, we didn't lose stuff there. I think it's fairly obvious that the bed itself is very questionable. Mr. Wright. This was found out Mr. Ingard's mansion. However, Mr. Ingard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Ingard who took this bear to his mansion. Why? That's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There's no way time-wise for the defendants to have taken the bear home. Okay, Coco, I'm going to do something quickly. Good night, I'm going to go and I'll see you next time. Have a nice rest of the stream. Remember to divorce Alex. No worries, Blair. Thanks for joining. Bear with. Coco, I'm going to make you a mod. Try and post a link then. We'll see how it goes. Apparently everyone's a mod now. Yeah, bonus notches blur. Okay, try that now. Coco, you should be a mod. There's no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Ew, disaster averted. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself out in God's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There was no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time. Yeah, you've been promoted, Coco. Well done. All this time he was the killer. Tequila and God were working together, so to speak. And Tequila was hiding at Ingard Mansion as its butler. Oh, it actually worked. Sheesh. Wait, let's go. I just realised, because Craig can post links because of being a mod, I think he mentioned. Wait, it didn't even work. I can't even see the image. What? The image didn't even work in the end, I can't see it. It just says show error true. But that's one step closer, at least you can put links in. Ooh, my Pinterest loaded and there's stuff like chicken alfredo pasta. Ooh, and chicken ranch macaroni. I'm getting distracted. What a bold move. The birthday green was brought back to God's mansion by Tequila himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Ingard had him do so. I assume it's because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. You get a new link, now that you can actually put links in. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I think we've heard enough. We now know that this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. Client, who hired the assassin to commit the murder, was Mr. Mattengard. Let me try this Pinterest again. Oh, come on, Chrome, don't crash on me. Let's go! Okay, we finally saw it. I'm gonna post this. Where should I put it? We don't have an art channel. Maybe we'll make an art channel. You know what? I'm doing that now. We're making an art channel. There we go. And what's your YouTube channel name now? There we go. I've put it in the Discord now. Yeah, you've actually somehow made the blue badger look less scary. We just need the music in the background. No, that's not how it goes. Keep in mind, I was half asleep making this. Honestly, yeah, and I was kind of like, make the blue badge, and you've never seen the blue badge before. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Mashingard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? He knows that Maya's in trouble, so he's obviously making it so we prolong the trial rather than him. Yeah, I don't know. He could be helping us a bit more. I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Exactly. In all directions, Mr. Wright. Well, what should I do now? Yeah, go for it. You can show more out. I'm gonna raise an objection. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I've left is one day trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the Ungon mansion. However, it's possible that all of this is the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible for a different person is the killer's real client. It's gonna be Adrian, isn't it? Because she was wearing the spare nickel samurai. I said that at some point, but yeah. The real client. The real client? Yes. Did that even come through on the mic? Is this all you have? Said, oh, you want to join my community? Draw this random thing and send proof. Honestly. Oh, no, Coco, I wish you'd join the Discord. That would be cool. You could just drop all your item there. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer? Maya Fey, obviously. She kidnapped herself. It's all a ruse. Right, okay. Adrian. Adrian Andrews. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Mattangard for the crime. They're wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Yeah, exactly. Ah. Then the nickel samurai that I saw, that could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. Engard? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony, he was sleeping in. The donor was taking a nap during a break period. That's right. Then, finding this figurine at Mr. Engard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. I would, but then I'd have a bad pass with Discord. No worries, yeah, I'm not gonna force you to do it, but it just make it way more convenient for you. It's okay, you don't have to worry about it. What's with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell Engard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt on someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. Yeah, it must be so weird knowing that you have to defend a killer. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order, order, order. All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Honor? For the benefit of the defense, I am willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game. Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. He is buying us time. Mr. Wright? Even if you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did especially bring the bear to Engard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor? The prosecution calls upon a witness who clears all doubts against Miss Andrews. If it's old bag, I'm gonna cry. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews is up, thank God. I'd rather that than all bag. I see. Well done. The court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness in the time. Yes, Your Honor. I really expected it to be continued there. March 23rd, 11:54 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold a hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. Ugh, I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! The pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Maya's channeling her at the moment, probably. Oh, let's click that link while we do it. Oh, that's cute. I wish I could do that. I'm terrible at it. Okay, we'll stop that. Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Whew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where to kill Maya? Still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. If we just had one, every single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep this child going until Maya's being rescued. But have we just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent. Huh? A tent? I could see a circus then. But Mia? It looks like Maya was unconscious until a few minutes. So what happened was, Maya channeled Mia, pulled her away from Maya, from Pearl, and now she's back. So are they at the very big tent? Very big circus? Looks like Maya was unconscious until a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. It was Maya that called you, like? She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? Very big circus, right? There's only one, pal. A very big circus. Why is someone within 300-foot radius of the main tent? What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on the map. About 300-foot radius from the main tent, alright. And? I can see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window, I couldn't see anything else. I feel like I was in an old office building, maybe the third floor or so? I heard it, an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Interesting. Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's been starved. Gumshoe, please, sorry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make the trial last a little longer. Okay, what it's going to be is we're going to have to try and BS our way through Adrian. Right? Surely. March 23rd, 12:05 PM, District Court number 3. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls for the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Hi girl. How you doing? Oh yeah, that was your profile. That makes sense. I was like, that looks familiar. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering with obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secret? Alright. Why? Why does she... I mean, she's his manager. If he's seeing the bear, she's seeing it. So I figure it. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Oh, you slide it. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At the center is a small cavity, with just enough room to store a small item. Because of this complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box by looking at it. Interesting. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes. This can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes. This is a superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes. I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Looks like there really was something to that bear after all. There's something incriminating, and there's the suicide note going to be in here. The suicide note's going to be in there, isn't it? Bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Can I solve the puzzle? A puzzle? That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that it was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is it exactly? Okay. So you can take it apart, and how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes. I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh. This is most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. He's just moving it around. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what did you find after? What do you find after taking part of the puzzle apart? Wow, that took a while. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it'd be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. The complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open that. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are many people with the same bear in this country. Good. But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get what's inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's broken. The other content has a small jewelry box she's looking at. Who else knows what this bear is actually a small container or a jewelry box? I never told anyone. As long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. Two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. and God didn't know, right? I think that's about all I'm going to get for now. Figuring updated. Okay. Well, Miss Wright, I think even you have come to realise that there is one very important fact that we have uncovered, and that is, the bear is actually a jewelry box. Thanks for Edgeworth. Now we have agreed to this point. There is only one logical question that can come next, and that is, what is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we're going to find out now. Next, witness. Yes? You're the only one who can open this. Please. This can be a suicide note, isn't it? What else would be important in there? There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear part. Imagine if she couldn't. Imagine if she just forgot how to do it. Click. I've opened it. It's a suicide note, isn't it? Yep. Is this what you wanted? Which is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess out what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's a suicide note, yep. The suicide note. Suicide note left by Juan Creator's former manager, Celeste Impacts. Till now, no one knew of its whereabouts. But just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Creator himself. Like, Juan there looks good. I'm now being an artist again since I have something to draw and I want to do before I forget. Honestly, yeah, I don't blame you. It seems Celeste Impacts has very beautiful handwriting. She just has beautifully signed her own name on this document. It's most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Order? Witness. Did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. Wait, what? When I discovered his body, I looked for the bell. I wanted to destroy that note before it became public. Oh, she did know. But I couldn't find it anywhere. Because I had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going on this dangerous pace. And now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least, that's what I would think. Now, I believe it's only appropriate of the contents of this note to be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impact left us a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and then thrown away by God. We gathered as much. And then she found Juan. And then Juan was a little, and then Matt was a little bish boy. About being engaged to Karida and in God's role in destroying her. About how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. Didn't deserve it. There was one way I would like to say. One thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Engard. Then what? My intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. My Engard values above all else is refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Badge. It's Engard's fault that the woman killed herself. And this time, he even went so far to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out here who will defend those creeps too. There is no room for doubt here. This particular client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. The only person who needed this note badly was the defendant. Let's not forget that the bad note inside was found at the defendant's house. Okay. It seems like we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. Ugh, how am I supposed to escape from this one? Why there's Deja Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figure eight at the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry. Let's say I don't trust myself. Suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? I feel like the suicide note, right? The figurine, we already have in our court record. No, wait, no, that also got added to our court record. I lied. Please wait, Your Honor. Well, hopefully this is the right one, then. Oh man, look at the lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care about trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes, that Matt and Guard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here, is there? This note was hidden by Mr. Creed until the night of the murder. And if that's the case, I say that Matt and Guard could not have known what was written on this note. Oh? I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said.
Order, order, order. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately... Oh dear. I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Oh. The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used by means of spying. As a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. Matterguard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Frank Reader, was being spied on. His personal stuff was being watched by none other than Matterguard. Order? Order! Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You. Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have a camera that was stuffed in the bear's eyes. In the stuffed bear's eyes. But this camera I have is just not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. Oh. Oh, she's Bug Sweeper? By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matterguard's fingerprints were what on there? Well, Phoenix? It looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Matterguard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. You got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Yikes. I don't know. Genuinely confused where we go from that. How are we supposed to not prove that? Hey! Now what's that boy thinking? Mummy? Is that man the killer, bad killer guy? Shh! Stop! Don't look at him. Ew. Nasty. Oh, I think that's what I said. Bear with, let me check. There we go. Sorry, my friend messaged me. Phoenix. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're going to do next? What we're going to do next? Does running away like a fine child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? Wait, I have give up. Me too tired. Oh. No worries, Coco. 'Tis all good. Something you should investigate. I'd really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look at the item when he had the chance. But why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Right, I think it's time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What's this piece of evidence Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to get looked at, or should I let it go? I have an objection, Your Honor. I should have saved before that. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. There we go. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate, Mr. Wright. That's just your imagination, Miss Judge. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So, you're telling me that I forgot something. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you should really examine about this piece of evidence. Something that we really overlooked. Nicholas, it won't be that. Press conference. I guess it could be something about the press conference. But no. We've not used this at all, but I don't think that's... No. Could be the guitar case. Let's have... no. Should have saved. Something like it. What would he not have been able to examine? He could have examined all of this. Oh, it's gonna be this, isn't it? Because we've just gotten the suicide note, so he can't actually have examined that or anything. So we don't know if that's actually, if we can actually trust it. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside the bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few minutes ago. Which means, handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analysed. Oh. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that has yet to be even remotely clarified. Confirmed. I don't know where I got clarified from, but yeah. Mr. Wright, you can't be seriously suggesting. Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Engard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into the bear? Is it weird that I am making a Pinterest board about food? No, because I made one about like healthy recipes that I should follow. I've made like 3 of them ever. But yeah, I definitely want to get back to cooking more. But I'm such a busy streamer boy now. How dare you? Yeah, I do that. I've made cookies from Pinterest as well. They've been very nice. Your Honor, the defense is discriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if it's a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could have solved the puzzle is the witness herself. I'm gonna get a hoodie on. Miss Andrews. Oh, it got very cold when I leaned down. You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you can use it to frame Mangard. I didn't know such a... See, the thing is, I know we're trying to prolong the trial, but this is mean. Like, Will Powers and Adrian Andrews did not deserve this. Like, I get it. Adrian Andrews tried to pin the murder on Mangard, but it was Mangard, essentially. But Shelley the killer, but still. Right. If you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Now we're saving. But for anime, that's the thing. But for aesthetic, like recipes, I mean, to be fair, yeah, if it looks fancy, then go for it. Wait, did I save? There we go. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap piece of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defendant has stated, the handwriting is yet to be analysed. If that is the case, it seems like yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. Impossible. That's impossible. This isn't good for Mr. Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigate. I'm writing an analysis of my butt. This is a lawyer just trying to buy more time. God is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty. 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 Ba-bum-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh! What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello? Gumshoe? Oh. What is with him? What's with the sign? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say, besides I'm sorry. I wish this was waking me up to you, I really do. Anyway, what's going on? Found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry, I'll just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't. Don't have any more? Guilty. 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 Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone call after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Oh, you see the little animation of the phone. That's cute. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, you gotta buy some more time. Court is in session. Just put the phone down and all. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I really thought Maya would have just been found there. I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceeding until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Objection. Hold it. Objection. There we go. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain the results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. Wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. Oh, at the prosecution's request, the court will now take a 30-minute recess. But to be advised, I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Well, we're hanging on by a thread. Edgeworth, take a break to drink some water. We all need a break. Water break. Everyone watching stream, drink right now. I'm gonna slap you. March 22nd, 2:04 PM, District Court, Defendant Law number 3. Right. Well, what's going on with the Maya situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find him in that time. Ugh. Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out. Fine. Looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and has rushed to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got some things he left for me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. I don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Gumshoe, I love you. Can we actually hire him? He deserved it. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get into too much trouble over this. My hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright. Just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm running every red light. Damn, so much drama I'm getting, honestly. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. I love how he just
What was that? Did he just crash into the courthouse? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. Did he just crash his car? I'm gonna go wash dishes. I'll be back if you're still streaming. I'll play stream for a bit long. I mean, it's not even 1 o'clock yet. No one can stop me. Did he crash? Did Gumshoe just die? What happened? Sounded like he had an accident. Guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken. And he isn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Oh my god. Also, if we don't get those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why? Oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident or now? Not my poor Gumshoe, honestly. Oh, Coco, you're leaving at a very important time, but you know what? Hopefully your dishes are washed and they're safe. Before I cry. Good to go before I cry. Honestly. Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at the moment? I'm assuming there probably is, right? That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through... Why don't we have the tracker? You know the one that was on Von Karma? You know the thing Von Karma had where like she could find him and then whip him? Where's that? It's not the transmitter. Do we just present Von Karma? Bye Coco, see you in a bit. Why are you bringing up Francisca to tell me this? Oh, I see. I'll try and get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Oh, this bitch. I was hoping I wouldn't have to see her all the time. Francisca, will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, Defense Attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry on useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. Verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go and take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. I just locked myself out of my phone, by the way. Oh, to be continued. Perfect. I say perfect. We're gonna carry on. We have time. 1 minute 50. 1 hour 50. Lol. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is... It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? Looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Oh, it's going to be about the fingerprint the analysis, isn't it? Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. Oh! It's actually forged. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect that. Order. 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 Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what's going on? If this was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis, however. You know how you said I hope these plates are safe? Oh dear, did you just drop a plate?
It appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. Oh! Mr. Corrida? I just dropped two of them and they shatter. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, well. In Mandarin, you say, I have 2 plates. You say, 我有2个盘子. So, you had 2 plates. Not anymore. But, yeah. Is everything okay though, in all seriousness? I'm hoping you haven't cut yourself or anything. Just do what they do in Greece and throw the plates. Looks like Miss Impacts never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about God. Oh. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Engard could not have known that, and so the facts still remain unchanged. I mean, valid. I got a cut my foot. Okay. Oh. Is it like a bad cut, or is it like just a tiny one? Hopefully a bandage can cover it, like a little plaster. What I'm confused about the suicide note, technically speaking, she could have had a suicide note, he could have just replaced it. Yeah. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that Engard has no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Let's back down. I don't know what. It's no use. Something feels wrong, but I can't put my finger on what it is. Actually, there is something I would like to ask. Mr. Edgeworth, you had stated something earlier to the effect of the defendant had spied on Mr. Creeder's private life. I believe this would mean that he would also know about the note as well. Oh, is it? Wait, is it really? To be fair, just leave stream and patch yourself up. Do you have bandages and stuff in the house? Because you should probably get that checked out. Or at least clean it out. And also don't go into the kitchen barefoot again. That's it, yes. So naturally. Which means Mr. Engard would have known that the note was fake. Ugh. Order. See here, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Jumping in and stealing my thunder like that is simply... I can't even describe it. Wait, really? Yes, sorry. I could have even bragged about embarrassing Mr. Edgeworth to my grandchildren had you not. For that, I assign you a penalty, Mr. Wright. Are you serious? What? If only I kept my mouth shut. Oh my god. So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was fake. We just got punished for stating facts. I'll go get some pig bandages for you. Yeah, I do, so I'll be fine. Okay, here's like hello. I can imagine. Make sure that you haven't got anything in it still, though. And if that is true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. Prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engard's motive for murder was has suddenly dissipated into thin air. But, Your Honor, it's not as if Matt Engard monitored Mr. Corrida 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in place of Engard, in a place Mr. Engard did not know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Wright, Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made up the forgery at an unknown place? Ugh. Tell you what, them Peppa Pig band-aids will definitely help you. Order? Order. Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is down to you. It is you who has dug his own grave. Oh, as I figured. Oh, as you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engard's motive through the evidence, we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Is it actually just Matt himself? It's just stuttering? It's not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who's perfectly fit to answer once and for all the questions of Who is it that hired Shelley to kill to commit murder? Oh, that's impossible. Who in the... Does a person exist who can answer that question with no such certainty? Yes, Mr. Hunter. Who is this witness? Yes, go on. Who is it? The man who... Oh my god, I actually got chills. It's Shelley the Killer. He scares me. Oh, Mr. the Killer. Wait, Shelley the Killer? Still gotta wash up there with witch socks. Make sure you hoover the floor as well. You've got given yourself another chore, but yeah, make sure you don't have clay plates pieces stuck on the floor. You mean the killer? I mean the assassin. Yes, Your Honor. It's Joe Mama. He's coming here, to the witness stand. That means you found him, right? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this alright with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else than drag the child out. Unless there's no objections, Your Honor. Can these nuts fit in your mouth? I wonder if this really, I wonder if it is really, if it really is alright to do this. Very well then, the prosecution calls the witness to stand. Sheriff, is there no other way left for us? And these nuts. Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please. Oh. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin. I say, what's going on here? Your Honor? How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now. It came with a condition. As long as we do not trace it to the source, Mr. the Killer will testify in court. What's stopping us? What is stopping us from doing that? So this must be what the urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we cannot even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second. I'm so hungry. But Maya? Maya? Why did I give Mia such a deep... Maya? A voice? Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Yeah, good luck, Coco. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of the client, you killed Mr. Juan Creda, is that correct? It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Creda. Oh. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. It's all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream. Shelley the Killer. What's he going to say? He said, look, I'm incompetent. I'm not letting you clown. Wait, I'm not letting you clown me, honestly, yeah. There's something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today as a witness on the witness stand. It is my wish to grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by what this one believes. You mean about this absolute trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea where we're going with this. Not gonna lie. It's fine. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. My client. There's something I must first state. Oh wait, no, well. Why won't you let me... There we go. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us about your client? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is the first thing I must state. Do you know what the word first means? Wow. You're sassy now, are we? Sorry. Go on. Well, it appears that this one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. Blue badger? Huh? That's only because you don't know about my situation. Yeah, idiot. Assassin, okay, yeah. The trust between you and your client? I provide my service in a fast and effective, efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be troublesome. And this is why you, that is why you were testifying in this manner. This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must prevent the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened to me before, but if it ever did... Yes. That person wouldn't be my client for very long. Oh, he'd just kill them. It would certainly... But that's enough. Please, no more. Very well. It's only a hypothetical anyway. And this is all the reason I'm here today on the witness stand. Oh wait. I keep doing that. Oh, god damn it. I keep skipping, yeah. That seems to be a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would feel that this would be a very bad time for them. It doesn't matter to me. The client has already broken the rules and acted outside of the prescribed rule. Their rule? This person tried to implicate another of the crime lords themselves, and this is trespass that cannot be forgiven. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? No, I didn't say anything. The judge had better watch himself. Let me save, actually. Oh, actually, we'll do this one first. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say. Ugh, this egomaniacal. It's no good for your heart to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you do. You let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less comforting. I really don't care about this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Do we need to present something? Just state something. To assassin, nothing more important than the trust between client. Awareness. Where's the thing? He said he broke the trust of it. To assassin, nothing more important than the trust between his client. What did he say on this one again? The trust between you and your client. Oh wait, no. Yeah, sorry. We need to press this one again actually because we've now learned that he broke the trust. Trust between you and your client. I provide my service in a fast and efficient manner. Change these. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. Yeah, here we go. You said that your client had already broken the rules. The person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person. I have no trust relation with a client who doesn't understand their assigned role. Just my look, an assassin with a conscience, who would have figured. Now then, everyone, do you understand, do you think you can understand my logic? If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understand your point? Everyone understands your point, I think, really. In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You've made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we already. Excellent. Do we just keep pressing? That seems a little strange to me. Yeah. I'm just gonna press everything again now that we have that one. I don't actually know what's happening yet. Now, wait, what is the name of your client who requested to murder of Juan Creeder? That person's name is... Adrian Andrew. Wait, what? What? Wait, really? Oh, witness. That's not who you told me it was earlier. Retail, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think that I know my own client, and it was Adrian Andrews. What? This can't be on the phone earlier. What's going on here? I guess that Mr. Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth from the back, yeah. Basically, he was like, oh, I'm gonna confess that. I get it. So, what the killer did was he basically said, oh, Matt and God's the killer, I'm gonna confess. So obviously Edgeworth's gonna be like, yeah, he can testify. But he still wants to get Matt and God off the hook, so he's going to incriminate Adrian, because then Adrian will take the fall and Matt will still be safe. My guess is that Mr. DeKiller just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth from the back. Stabbed Edgeworth from the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with the court, Mr. DeKiller told him a different name. Man God, perhaps. Yeah, I knew that. This is outrageous. I was deceived. The witness is telling a very serious lie. But you were the one who summoned this witness. You, Shelley DeKiller. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt and God, am I correct? All I wish is to help cure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Really? Yeah. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there's this possibility that the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. DeKiller's client, who requested the murder, was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Mattengard is innocent. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion, and call me when you've reached a verdict. Oh. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. What now? With the way it's going, and God will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but the Edgeworth is right. The killer's lying, and in God, my client, I know he's guilty. I live with myself if I win this. Maya told us to go for it, so who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honour, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley DeKiller is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie. Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. The testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. DeKiller himself has testified. He has named you as his client. Judge, why are we taking the word of an assassin, may I ask? I don't know. Why are we trusting an assassin? No, that's not true. There's also quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife on the button, donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impact was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two Wrighter. I would say that you have plenty of reason to want them both dead. No, Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. I would help her. I think we have to help her. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense any final words or opinions. I have to decide, do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya, or do I throw the chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Press the trial continue, well, obviously. Phoenix. Can't do it, Mia. I can't accept you're not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Mangard is a killer, a murderer. I can't let him get away with this, and I can't let someone take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Angard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact. That is because Edgeworth is, that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Angard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I could take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust. I never thought about it until now. I trust him. You're so in love, Phoenix. He runs over to Edgeworth and just kisses him. Yes, you do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller. Am I hearing this correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But... that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. I'm not done yet. To see this through, witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at, and I'm sure that once the pieces arrive here in the very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. DeKiller. I may care about Maya being kidnapped, but Edgeworth will think I'm scum if I lie. Honestly. Oh. Sorry, I just pressed enter before actually reading that. Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you need from me was the name of my client. What else, could you need from me? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done? We didn't raise no liar. Exactly. We don't tell no lies. We good. But what shall we have him testify about? Mr. DeKiller? Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures, is there anyone no one likes to go to court? About my client part 2. As I have already stated quite a few times, Agent Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did this to frame my client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Agent Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Guerrero was dead. I mean, she didn't... But even more appealing is the creation and planting of... appalling is the creation of the planting of the knife and the button. The act is what I was referring to when I said the client had broken the rules. That is the most unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now. However, This time, everything has finally been revealed. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have a cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question something like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Do I? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here. Huh? Why? Why? What is the witness? What this witness has said has been nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then, and I'll expose the lies that are not also beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. I don't think anyone does. That makes two of us. My client. So quite a few of my client. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I seem the wrong way, I might raise suspicion on his end. I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hair. Yes. Yeah, yes. How much is your fee? I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Yeah, it's like, who asking? Like, just say, how would we be able to take out Edgeworth? Huh? He's plotting. He's like, well, let's take out Von Karma again. If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. Could you imagine he's getting arrested? It's like, oh yeah, by the way. No. I'm not thinking of hiring Mr. Wright. Yes? You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you? What? Why would I think something like that? You are guilty. Miss Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty. Witness, let's continue. That's so funny. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They're your client, are you not? Are they not? One thing I simply cannot overlook is time for the scene of crime. I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. He's just like, well, I did, and what? Ish. It's like, we're not gonna kill you, Judge, unless you carry on like this. Then maybe we'll consider it. I'll think about it. Yeah. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah. Well, changing occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying, Mr. Tequila. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of the rest of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. I had to frame another client. Another for the crime. You're talking about the button and the knife? Yes, and my business card. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police, I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. Or to make things easy? My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He devoted to his work. But to discard everything, and to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook. Interesting. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not, without him being here. Or pretending to be the first body. Are you saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. No. I already told you, I have no intention of ever using your service ever. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Agent Andrews already knew, knew from the beginning Juan was dead. From the very beginning? That's correct. From before my client visited the room. All my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I wonder if that's really true. It's odd. But even, okay, the thing that you said that's odd makes me think that that's the same as supposed to look at, but let's read the other ones. What do you think? Why do you think your client did that? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around with the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true. I don't understand where we're going with this. How do we disprove it wasn't her? We've spent so much time proving it was Adrian, now we have to say it's not her? Well, that is true. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Engard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request what you did? Sadly, that is not possible. Huh? My job is to kill, and that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To prepare them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting up someone else to take the fall. That is what I'm referring to when I say my client has broken the rules, okay. And that is all you have to testify? Well, that's a long testify. Yes, and I pray that I will never be called out to stand again. Again. If you plan to continue. I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like the new life, Mr. Attorney? Excuse me? No. I'm fine, really. Oh, you really know? I wonder what kind of manager you think I am now. What are you gonna do now? So which one was that? It was the fifth one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was this one. We got to someone prove that it wasn't her. No, it can't be. What? He knew she was dead from the very beginning. Can I just present the crime scene? You know what? Let's save. And then I'm gonna present the crime scene, because I really don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get a drink first, that's what I'm gonna do. Because we need that.
Okay, I'm back. Did I save? I did. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then we want to do this, and I want to just do the crime scene. No, that didn't work. The evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in his statement. Nope. Let's load that bad boy back up. What else? This maybe? The crime... No. Everything at the crime scene. Let's... Nope. It's something at the crime scene. There we go. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Crida had been murdered. But how? How did you know that? This wine glass, Your Honor. Glass? I guess because she would have touched her. She wouldn't have touched it if she knew. Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Crida had only fainted, which is why the glasses of tomato juice was poured for the victim. Isn't that just a part of Agent Andrews' calculated plan? That is not possible, you know. Don't know you can. The glass bears fingerprints of that person. There we go. Had this been planned, they would have never left their fingerprints behind. Yeah, exactly, that makes sense. I see your point, Mr. Edgeworth. What is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the exact same thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't this a waste of time? Time to ask about such minor details? It's not very important. It's not a very important point anyway, correct? ASMR. Just talk really close to the mic. I'm afraid you were mistaken. I got like a mini, like my breath got very slowed all of a sudden. What was that? Maybe it's from all the sandwiches. I'm afraid you were mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have knowledge of Mr. Creeder's death. And if not, then I can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. Yeah, because otherwise she just would have never touched it, right? She wouldn't have incriminated herself. How strange. Yes. Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yes, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Ah, sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection from the two of you. Anyway, I am positive there is a contradiction in that testimony. Prosecution requests further testimony concerning whether the request was taken. Very well. I can't tell if there's actually supposed to be... Is this... How much longer of the game have we got? I could stay on for like another hour, to be fair. We can try and grind it out. I'm just worried. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here, I should know the very outcome of the trial lies in those items. What else? This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my service at the night of the award ceremony. We met at the bar to discuss and finalise a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I made no mistakes. So you physically met your client, That is correct. That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Oh, the
request taking? A request came to me about a week ago. 1 week ago? Are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations. I was barely able to finish. When you request my service, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind. Please, stop. He's like, no, I really don't want it. No, you don't understand. Please leave me alone. In any case, my client has, this time has a very specific date and time in mind. A specific date and time? It was a request for my service on the night of the award ceremony. Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. As for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? Press further, why not? So, what were these suspicions you had? What did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? Oh. The statue, right? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a real bear-shaped figure. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Creator's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me. Let's be talking on the bear puzzle. Oh, I thought we were talking on the massive statue. Never mind. Inside that figurine was the suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning on publicly disclosing the content at the press conference, after all. That is correct. If I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where the bear figurine was. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now any importance? It was very important. Sure, why not? Testimony just now has made one thing clear. And that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Mr. Wright? I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really? Witness, please continue with your testimony. I'm scared. I'm gonna say it again. Cute. So, you went to physically meet Agent Andrews, right? Of course I did. Press further, of course. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? Why is that? Like, surely, imagine, you just send a quick Snapchat, like, hi, so, I need someone killing. And then, the killer's just like, yeah, sure, who? Just like, I'll pull up, don't worry. That's because I value trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was that last testimony important? Probably not, right? That was kind of just like, oh, I meet them in person. When he meets his client, it's not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping the question. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Agent Andrews in person? Oh. I've already told you, Mr. Wright. I did. It's only through talking with him face to... There we go. It's because Adrian's a girl. Unless we're mistaken, and then there's some trickery to this. Adrian's a girl. That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client. It's true that what they say we're talking to face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was that testimony important just now? Yep. Hi, Coco is back. Hi, welcome back, Coco. So if I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe this testimony just now is of the utmost importance. Really? That's the case. Witness, please include the testimony just now to your testimony. Very well. Very well. In this moment I saw him, I thought I can trust him. First, I trust this person as a client. Do we just present Adrian, right? I was confused why they'd give Adrian a... well, this woman and man's name, but now it makes sense, because obviously they can tie this little twist in it. But let's go over this one more time. We met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took a request at a time. Yes, that is correct.
foot freaking hurts. I don't blame you. Has it stopped bleeding now?
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is impossible, Theo. But what? Shelley to kill her. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. What? Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up. About her. So what is the issue?
What did you just say now?
What did I say just now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look at her would have told you she's a woman.
Oh, I was hoping it would explode.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? The witness testified to the following. That he always meets face to face with his clients when he's taking their request. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Is he leaking oil?
That's a lot of oil. Ugh. So, Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it had to do with her name, Your Honor.
What kind of? I bandaged it so it's like stopped bleeding. Okay, that's good though.
Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Oh yes, I see. Unlucky for Mr. DeKiller. The entire time he was on the stand, no one has stated Adrian Andrews' gender. So, he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. But what? What is going on?
How very lucky and convenient.
Shelley DeKiller. This court demands an explanation. I think somehow I must have mixed up the client with another. Does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. Oh, I know he just was just going to spit out more lies. Very well, but this time, please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Oh, yikes.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. Didn't he just say he didn't? There have to be times when I took the job without having to meet my client. The request was the murder of one creator, and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client would be a man.
That's a very big change.
So you took this job through a letter?
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony. It means he's definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break an assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but
I think we're okay, like we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
So now I remember I took a request from me.
Lies.
Didn't you just say you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients who for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? Well, clearly not. No, I did not. Oh, come on. Come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough up and confess. Mr. Wright, you can't badger with us with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Really, Judge? Really? As if you're going to take the side of a bloody radio. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client? I don't think. I got a lollipop from my mum because I got her W-mum. Honestly, I respect that. What an alpha Chad mother. Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof. Let's see. Then your line of questioning is just another waste of time. Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Now, if it's how to take a job out. I hate my client. And why could you not meet with certain clients? Recently, I have been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities. On top of which, these times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? I was gonna say. I've now joined the Times and now take requests via electronic mail. Electronic mail? Do you have to mail it in a special insulated envelope? Ah, I am very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant to say is that electronic email is what is commonly referred to as an email. Email? Yeah, he also doesn't know what that is. In the consent of mimicry? The judge would be a parrot, hands down. Him. Anyways, so you took this job without having met your client and... Press for the murder of Juan Crida and two or three other small things. 2 or 3 other things? Yes. What were these other things? A few other things that had nothing to do with this case. What should I do now? Should I let him slide? No, press further. It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way. Whether or not they're related to these cases for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes? Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you're planning to betray your own client? But that's... Oh shoot. I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one? Wait. Oh no, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. This one up again. Oh, pursuing it. YOLO! Press further. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate with us and tell us the other job your client requested. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find the figurine. I was told it was my job, that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was the figurine? It was inside Mr. Creator's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client? Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish. I found this figurine at Mr. Engard's mansion. If you give it to Miss Andrews, then what was going to do that? They're going to be there. I was waiting for that. That would be a part of the plan to frame and guard, I'm sure. What I'm confused about is, right, she wanted to get rid of the suicide note. So if she truly wanted the note, she would just get rid of it. She'd burn the whole figurine. So is that the lie? Because that's confusing me. Because obviously we need to prove that she didn't have it. But she couldn't have had it because obviously the suicide note is still around. Which means it's more than likely that it's something about the suicide note or the bear. Oh, I'm tired. It was also a part of the plan to frame Mr. Engard, I'm sure. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problem with this piece of testimony? There's a contradiction, sure. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in that statement there's a contradiction, and yet I know that if I present something trivial here, it will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. Screw up. Let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at Engard Mansion. Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Well, I think you might have remembered a few things incorrectly. What? This battle of wits. I can't let him up on this. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have to be the recipient of this bear. It's because of the suicide note, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. I got scared then because the music didn't stop. The cute thing about it is my kitten climbed up to me and started, when I started crying from pain. Aw, yo baby. Oh, I want a cat so bad. Shelley the Killer, if you've really given this bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Joanna, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. She would burn the note, and I was going to burn it, for her sake. If even for a single minute, this bed had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide out and burned it. Okay, it's coming together. That actually made sense. Order, order, order. So what? So that's what you two were going. So by the very fact that that this suicide note was still inside the bed, it tells us your client did not know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means, it means, Your Honor, that it's impossible for Agent Andrews to be the client. Oh, oh. Order, order, order. Ugh, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above everything else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break the end of our agreement. No, that's not. That's enough. If that's your intention, there's only one thing for me to do. But wait, please, gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have my time to attend to. No, please. Not that, please. Mr. Attorney, bring the trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand, otherwise. Ugh. Whoa! What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness outburst just now. Oh wait, bear with, my friend's just messaging me. Well, we should. Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up my shield... Oh. Prosecution, What has come over everyone? Even you are. The prosecution rests. Oh. What is going on around here? Prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is the most unusual situation. Prosecution rests with no further questions. Then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I'm reluctant, I must believe Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. How did you get that? How did you get that? Oh, that means Shelley DeKiller's client is Agent Andrews. Is... Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Trial ends here right now. And your client, Matt and God, will be declared innocent. Okay, this seems like it's going to be a big thing, so I'm going to save. This is a really big thing. And in this place, Agent Andrews would be charged with murder. Miss Andrews would be charged with murder? Prosecution has no further questions, so we'll now hear the defendant's final remark. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt and God, to the stand. The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has come. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hand. I kind of... You know what? Are we feeling spicy? Let's get Maya killed. Dude, did that old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as truly innocent or good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Ah. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. But, Mr. Ingard, what an atrocious lawyer I have. Even his own client like that. It's like, and that refreshing like a spring breeze grab. It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and announce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? I was just she saved my life. I'm scared. better get and guard the guilty sentence, okay? But if I did, Maya will die. If I say he's innocent, then Mr. Andrews would be charged with murder. If he's guilty or not guilty, every choice I make, someone's life's going to end. I'll hinge on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statement matter. The person you hired, the assassin is Mr. Andrews, and your client, Mr. Matt, is regarded is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right. I can't do this. I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt is... Oh. Right, hear me out. He's obviously guilty. I want to say not guilty and see what happens. But I'm scared. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I'd say for the lulz go not guilty, but I don't know what we want. Do it? We just do. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Not guilty, screw it. We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Martin God, your client deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry. Martin God is... Oh! Oh my god, you know what? First time I'm happy to see it. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Francisco von Karma? I say you said tomorrow. Tell you. So just do it. You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them? You should have known better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence here is in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy, he's fine, his injuries are minor. These are all items inside of this. What a filthy old coat this is. That's gumshoes. I can splice tattered rags anywhere. I apologise for this ugliness, but there's nothing else I can wrap the item in. Or for what? Oh, sorry, I just skipped saying. I looked down for a second. I'm sure that inside this coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside this filthy coat are the defendant's final piece of evidence. Your final evidence? This trial is already over. And all that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. But what? Your Honor, it's the duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. I fell asleep. No worries, go. If you need to fall asleep, go for it. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what time it is there in Oregon, was it? Yeah. If you need to sleep, do it. It's all good. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items by the killer during his escape from the police. It must have been quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Oh, to be fair, all you missed is that Von Karma's come here and saved the day. Somehow among the evidence we're about to see, There will be something that will turn this whole situation around like a miracle. I'm sure of it. That's all we can hope for. This item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Was he shot? I mean, he wasn't shot, was he? Oh, she was shot though.
Listen, you bald he-dog. Oh, yeah, it's 5:56 p.m.
Oh, well, you fell asleep then? Does this pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistic test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it's something to do with this case, at least with me. That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure that would be an excellent sample for the test. The pistol that was used to shoot Francisca, it's probably not going to be much help to us. The second piece of evidence is this videotape. The killer took that from Engard Mansion. Have you checked the contents of that tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to... Oh yeah, I would speculate that this tape is very important. Why would you say that? Because he came back to the hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. It looked like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at site. Oh. Well, but somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Charlie's killer is no ordinary man. Last piece of evidence is his bellboy uniform. Yes, we want to know more about this. Was this used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one pocket. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this in line with murder. There's one thing I find interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There's a button missing on the uniform. Oh. A button? It's a very unique button, but I'm sure we were to recover it. It would provide us with an interesting clue. Nice. That's all I have to present, Your Honor. This is just as I thought. And what is it, Your Honor? I'm sure were we under normal circumstances, these items from Charlotte Killer hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing. I'm saying screw this. This is too dodgy. One was shot, then stabbed, from what I remember. Also, yeah. It is who is the client. That is correct. There's 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Montgomery. You need to step down. Wait, Your Honor. Please, allow me to examine your evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it has to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix. I knew it. There was no such thing as a miracle in the world. I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. You have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far now, you can't give up. But no matter how you think about it, try for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation. 2. The first, making God wish for a bottom of his soul for a guilty bit. You know what, I'm gonna save actually, well, from here. I want to try and see if I can get both, if that's actually a physical thing, because that'd be cool. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If God himself wishes to be convicted, then he will go let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. I wonder how we'd even do that. The second way. Force the killer to end his contract with Engard. If the killer were no longer to think of Engard as his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He's the one who values his duty towards his client above all else. I know, both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if either one would happen, it surely would be a miracle.
big problem is, the judge already said he doesn't need more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think this through the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us? Screw this crap. I'm too nervous for this. This is too much. The other side. Wait, what does she mean? You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need evidence. If that's the case, then who does it need? The person who needs the evidence. Defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all the pieces of evidence, and with that we've come to the truth. There's one person who has yet to see them all. What? That person who does not know the truth. That truth, it may not all be bring to the end of the miracle. That meant nothing to me. There were no objections at this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? Oh. This court does not need any more evidence. I'm not saying this, wait, I am not saying it is us that needs, the evidence, Your Honor. Then, you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'll give you one last chance. Please show your evidence. That's impossible. To turn the situation around is one try. In one try. One try? That is all I wish to will permit. I'll try to remember everything that's happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking on guard down at the same time. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show the evidence to? Where is it? I see. And now, tell this court one piece of evidence you'd like to show. Picture card, maybe? Well, what do you think, Miss Redruth? I don't have anything to say to this. How about you, Miss Von Karma? Well, I was just shot, so... I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue. What? Oh, no one understands what you're talking about anymore. Wait, please, one more. This is enough, Mr. Wright. I will not now state my verdict. The court finds the map. Oh! Did we just loot? Oh. Oh dear. That is all? The court is adjourned. Wait. That's it? And just like that, the case came to an end. That was anticlimactic. I wonder if the courtroom... Oh, wait, is this a bad ending? And when did the shooter... Yeah, okay, yeah, we messed up. I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. The miracle never happened. Maybe it was never meant to. So clearly we presented the wrong piece of evidence. Because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. Well, we clearly did that wrong then. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. Literally in the corner of my screen it says we got the bad ending. Well, mess that one up. Okay, the other side, what is she... Okay, we can skip this bit then. We see that. Well, how funny. Oh dear. Okay, let's do all this again. So what are we presenting? It's obviously going to be Shelly the Killer, right? It's just another piece of evidence. I think there's things. There must be a way to save among other tail cone. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. You gotta save from here, actually. Save closer to it. Who would you like to show the evidence to? Oh wait, sorry, no. We actually presented the wrong one anyway. It's supposed to be Shelly the Killer.
I see. And now, tell us the one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Lotus camera. The Magatama. Damn, Phoenix is depressed now, honestly. Emo Phoenix. And photo, oh, it's one of these three probably, right? I'm thinking about that. Let's try the outfit. Oh, what do you oh, no, it's not. Oh, we can't even escape. Oh, we literally have to sit through the depressing scene again. Well, your boy messed up. God damn. Well, it's not the uniform. I don't think it's the gun, so it's probably the tape. Right? Because there's no way Von Karma gives us all that. I didn't think about it. The fact that Von Karma gives us all that evidence means it's probably one of those three that we're actually submitting. Well, Phoenix is depressed again. So Shelly the Killer just released, in this situation, Shelly the Killer just releases Maya. Doesn't actually give her back to us. Didn't even know you could get banned then, but that's funny that I got it straight away. I'm not stupid. Would you like to okay. Show evidence to Shelly. A tape? Well, what do you think, Mr. Joseph? I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness, thank God. I thought we lost it then. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Alright, let's look, it looks like I managed to convince him. Hopefully. Maya, she's okay, right? Can I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. I found it in your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. Oh. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly told my client not to watch it, so I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? Oh, there was a video camera hidden in the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. Well, what? Is that not a breach in the contract in itself? Right? Because, like, he just, you know. Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who is it that planted the camera? Well, the only person who could have placed the camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film me. Oh, I had no idea. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Mr. Wright? Why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why would Martin God film the crime scene? The reason why he did it is my ticket to get out of the whole mess. The only reason why your client would secretly film you is wanted to see Juan get his. One by me. No, one is by Melly. Makes sense. Because then that's how he can, like, you know, he can earn off of that. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, even if I can even blackmail him if I want. Your client did not trust you at all. They were thinking of using this to blackmail you. What do you have to say, Shelley the Killer? Oh. It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots on how to use people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. The judge is like, so, I'm going to arrest you, Adrian Andrews. We are so close. Honestly, we should be at the end, right? I'm glad we managed to power through this, because my god, I was nervous. I have one question for the witness. Yes? You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But if the traitor was your own client, what would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. Oh, the honor of to kill a name, even if it takes an eternity. I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. Just gonna fully shoot him on the spot, hopefully. That'd be great. That'd be a great ending. He just, man God just gets shot. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. It seems I have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you, your precious item. What the? I'm not an item. Oh. Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. So now we can actually prosecute Man God. Right? Not prosecute. Well, yeah, actually. This trial appears to come to its conclusion. However, I'm sort of... I don't quite know... But, Miss Von Karma, where did you... Wait, she always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's finally time to hand down a verdict. Thank God. Oh, look who it is. Little bish boy over here, you he-dog. Oh, look at you panic. He knows now. He knows he's screwed. Mr. Engard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You'll finally receive your crystal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometimes in the near future, one very betrayed assassin might appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watched this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please. Is that alright with you, Mr. Wright? We've finally reached the end of the very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape from him now. Go on, Phoenix. Pee whatever way your heart wants. Does this actually matter? So the thing is, I want to say, if we say not guilty, will he just get shot on sight? Let's see. I want to put not guilty. Wait, save again. Okay, not guilty. Congratulations, Vanguard. Please make sure you save every moment of what little time you have left. Your Honor, as always, the defendant pleads not guilty. Very well. This court finds the defendant match on guard. Hold it. Please, wait. What's the matter? If I get a not guilty, I'll be killed. Perfect. I was gonna say he's literally gonna get shot on sight, so it doesn't matter what he does, right? I'm. No, guilty. Oh my god, he's ripping his face apart. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I want to load this one. I like the idea that he doesn't get plead guilty. What happens here? Vanguard? Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crimes disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. But me, my wonderful self, guilty? Even if you got your acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You cannot run away from your crime anymore. Yeah, there we go. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea that it really doesn't matter. I'm saving the other way that we did it because I think it's hilarious knowing the fact that we've gotten a non-guilty verdict. Congratulations, man. Oh, yeah, we can skip this though. And now this is where he panics as he realizes he's going to get shot on sight. Let's go. Please wait. What's the matter? If I get a not guilty, I'll be killed. I'm. Yeah, there we go. You know what would have been great? If he just got shot instead. That would be amazing. Well, he doesn't have a face anymore. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping out as much in this. Mr. Edgeworth, how is my guard? I've left Mr. Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he'll be getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now. He has no face anymore. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt for society and for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to this witness stand during the trial, all I felt was despair. Just talking about the time Edgeworth really went at her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put it? She has an illness. If you're going to say you choose death, that's no concern to me. Oh my god, I can't believe this is over. But after that, when I was alone in the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I've been saved. Aww. Adrian. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen a smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. Aww. At least I'm glad she wasn't evil in the end. It looks like we've resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. Of course, you always are. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. Court is adjourned. Oh my golly gosh. March 23rd, 5:14 PM. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. I can't believe we've done. We've actually just completed the second game. Jesus Christ. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is your first time you've not gotten off your this is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You've got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. So we don't have a 100% win rate anymore, sadly. You now realize that there's more than just getting a non-guilty verdict, right? Yes, I understand that now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrives with the final piece of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. I mean, we technically did both, so it doesn't matter. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear what the defense's final statement of the matter. I can't count on the evidence telling me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I say with justice or should I save Maya's life? The correct answer was always to go for justice, because we knew Maya was going to be fine. My client, Vanguard, is he guilty? Or is he not guilty? Those are your choices then. Your answer? Your answer speaks to what being a lawyer means to you. Right. Edgeworth? I have good news. We can get married. They run away together. Honestly, if Phoenix had a nightmare again, I'll buy him a dream catcher personally, honestly. Maya is now safe in police custody. Really? But Pearls, you're telling the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mr. Maya! Mr. Maya's safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick! Ow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Thanks. Oh, what's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier. Thanks. Ow. Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy? Yeah, because we're not like you, bish. I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that until years ago. Until a year ago. Edgeworth? For my own personal victories, and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me, fought him in a usual manner, and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant chair. I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all the things that happened. There we go. So I left the prosecutor's office. Edgeworth, we love you. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth shows his death. Well, as well you should have. A prosecutor who shamed himself in defeat should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. It was at that moment of clarity that everything began to change. But what foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. Every time we did so. No matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. Then, before I knew it, I began to trust in the man as well. Oh, what? You trusted your enemy? Oh, that's so in love. Oh my god. That's so cute. It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do now is find the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch at every inch. We will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you. Truth? Yes. The reason why the prosecutor and defendant, the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, right? That's why you couldn't forgive me. The man who went into hiding, isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Ah, is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I became a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. That's so cute. Babies. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma? I don't want to hear those wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who's destined to be perfect. I hope you get hit by a truck. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. I hope she gets shot. As I go through something to the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. There's another thing she used to try to detect a gumshoe. I'll turn this to the precinct later. There's something else. Ah, isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by the section. You should keep it, right? Okay. Can we whip her? Nick! It has to be Maya. Maya! Aw, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Aww. That's really sweet. Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got in God convicted. Just like I knew you would. On top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. We're gonna whip everyone now. We sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. I mean, true. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose a little different from who I was a year ago. Our stomach. Alright. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick. Food. Grub. Chow. I'm starved. I'm so hungry. Even you look a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm prime rib at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up the usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up the awesome evening, and got in the way of my gourmet food. I decided we're gonna have to make it up by having another feast. Jeez. Getting started whipping in court, he'd be sent to jail on the spot. Honestly, the judge would be like, "Why do you have a whip? That's not a thing. No one's allowed a whip. Another feast. Come on, Nick, food. She deserves it, Nick. Come on." Oh, well, we are going back to the Gatewater Hotel though. 23rd, March 23rd, 7:30 PM, Gatewater Hotel lobby. Hey, pal, sorry to keep you waiting. Aww, Gumshoe. Yeah. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I don't think I would hit a telephone pole. Oh god, of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him. You did it again, say boy. I feel like my dear old heart was gonna give out with me. I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of Soul Samurai. But thanks. Now look here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor, don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright, do I? If you don't start being a lot more nice to him, you might just kick it. Tonight even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone come around. I'm gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Also, wait. Okay. Why was the map here? This was just never used. Like, what? Oh, I took a screenshot by accident. Oops. That was never used. Everything else was, I think, actually. This technically... Oh, wait. Was it used as evidence? I think it was. Honestly. Looks like a lot of bullshit stuff in your camera. Well, Belle, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on. It's nice night all about you, so let's chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? Really think so? MVP! MVP! He's right. If it wasn't for that 3 items you took, I think the trial would have been had a very different ending. Oh well, you know, it's oh. Huh? Wait, that's all. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, so... What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of those items in my coat pocket. That was the 4th item? Oh, come on, y'all, it's over. But, oh boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped. Never done one with y'all, huh? You think? Why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days, when you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt hopeless. So, to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So, where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mr. Myers' picture. I think everyone loves Scooter. You know, I don't know where it went. Aw, that's too bad. But, well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. Ah. Just nice to finally see both of them smiling again. Oh. What is it, Edgeworth? This thing's picking up something. Ah, that's Miss Von Karman's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience in my life, sir. Can't believe she stuck a track device on me, so... That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight, now you'll excuse me. Of course you did, Gumshoe baby. You were so important, you all loved you because you hard work. Honestly, wait. What? I just want to say thank you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's something that I can express how I feel. Is there anything for him? Can we just give him the whip? Can we just whip him? You know what, screw it, let's give him the whip. What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you too. You and her. Oh, it actually wasn't. You don't need to thank me. That was only my job. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Miss Nick Meyer? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? And you, Mr. Nick, I mean... Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me. Anyway, so, who's paying for lovely dinner, then? As if you need to ask, it's obviously Nick. Everyone, say thank you to Nick. Huh? Ah, yeah. I'm kind of at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So, kind of already put your name on the bill, huh? Didn't we end the game like this last time, huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in the hotel, see? I just bought myself this good old beauty, it better be anyhow for 3,000... Huh? Actually, I reckon you bought for me since it's on your tab and all. Huh? Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Oh, you don't need to tell about now, yeah? Yeah, pal. That's all out. This is going to be the first time I'll hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I've heard you say it. I've been busy with being a hospital. Alright then, if you say so. Oh my god, we've done it. We actually did it. What the hell? You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. No, don't specialize in that. Also, I wish we went back to the very big, like, circus for that bit. That, like, end bit where it was like, well, Maya's there. Like, that would have been interesting. I'm so happy you could save Mr. Maya, Mr. Nick. Good job, everyone. And I'm so happy for you too. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for you two, and just in case. It's fine. They'll be like, oh, we have a room for Maya, Finn, and Phoenix, right? And then Phoenix and Edgeworth are both standing there like, yeah. That's us. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Let's go! Mr. Edgeworth had a lunch talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live. Well, Gumshoe. We need to do a tier list of characters again and update the old ones. We could probably combine them. We'll see how it goes. Oh, you. Maggie Bird, I'm retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. Oh, great. And bring smiles and joy to people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. I don't really care for her, I'm not gonna lie. I actually liked the killer in that one more. Like, acting as him. She was just annoying. Oh god. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? I'm Dr. Hardy. Oh. Recently. Yes. That girl, you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, if Oh, there's so much that I don't know. I'd go crack. Imagine if I got whipped though. Yes. Oh. We nearly streamed for 4 hours. My God, no. It's time to begin the quest of World Circus domination, sweetie. And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. Hey Max, what do you think Zimbabwe's like? Do you think there are like castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk? I think there are any talking bunnies. They won't even laugh at Moo's jokes. Jeez, that's me. Enough, get him out. We don't need Dr. Hottie ever back. If people return, I hope Dr. Hottie is not one of them. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall down on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary in my humour. Mo kills. Represent. Got you all out worked out. Prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it. I liked Trillo, actually. Get him out, happy Pride. Honestly. We completed this game in Pride Month as well. We're gonna need a new game that we can use for Pride Month. What's this? Drat, this is just an ordinary electronic razor charger on the stand. I can't believe this. Really? How long do they plan on making me do this? She's still scanning. But it's Edgypoo's idea, so it must be some deep meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? It was never like this old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy. And she was like royalty, yeah? This girl's staff reminds me of Sailor Moon staff. Honestly, yeah. She's very much like that. You know what? Hopefully we never see Old Bag again as well. We can never forget her. Yikes. I wish we could. Edgypoo. I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone. The next one's just Matt and God dead on the floor because he's just been shot from To Killer. It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my service, please be sure to visit my homepage. May both be blessed with longevity. Where is Larry? Actually, yeah, where was Larry? I'm surprised Larry didn't appear. Where is Larry? March 23rd, 9:42 PM. International departures gate 12. Oh, we're flying somewhere. Where are you going, Francisco? Oh. Okay. How did you know I was here? With this? Oh, that's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices on his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because I wanted, because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. It's going in the trash, I promise you that. Nah, she liked him. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that matter, man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with that thing from To Killer's hideout? Oh, I sure took 4 things in total, sir. When you hear G. Marshall come back, well, howdy, y'all. What was it? What it says? Bambina. Compadre. Hombre. Donde está el baño? 4 things? It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. Francisca comes you. No, none of that, Paloma. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up. You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francisca.
So many expectations from everyone around me, expectations that I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. Failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. Well, you failed like 4 times, but it's fine. Father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I always known that. But I had to be the one. I had to. You may not be genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. You're gonna throw my whip away. Speaking of that, why gave me this to hold on to? Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight personal honor or pride. I hope this will you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Was that truth? I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat. Oh, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. Yeah. That was supposed to be my revenge. Now he's beaten Phoenix, so piss off. I see. No, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been up until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use it during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father using his tactics, isn't that right? Today, you chased after me, after I left you behind all these years. And that's because we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. Did you say you were going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path? Then, this is where we part ways, Francisco von Karma. Oh, that's actually really cute. I am Francisco von Karma. I don't think I'm gonna walk in your shed forever. Our battle begins now. So you better prepare yourself, Mazatruth. I'm glad she had something like this. I did want that. You know the guy who sings while whipping? She do that. Honestly. There's this guy called Jack the Whipper who does that. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday. I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Till then. It's the last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this 4th piece. Can we see what the 4th piece is? I can give it to you. When at last we meet again. It's a pregnancy test. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, that's what Maya drew. That's cute. Nick. Aww. That's so sweet. Oh my god. No way, though. I just finished the 2nd Phoenix Wright game, guys. Wow. Wow, we did that. Just like that, we've done both games. Well, we're now on Trials and Tribulations. I didn't think we were getting it done today, but I mean, granted, it would have been 2 streams worth. However, we've really grinded this out. But yeah. That was something. That was... Francisca better be coming to Fed today. That was a good ending. I liked that. Overall, I think I did prefer the first game, I will say. However, some of the twists and turns in this one was definitely bigger. Like, the whole killer thing, a man we're defending a killer. The Eeny Miny one with her, like, them switching places. The clown one, it was alright. It wasn't my favourite. I think the clown one was my least favourite. But I liked some of the characters. And then the first trial, I'd say the first game was better. It had more iconic moments. But yeah, I feel like the villains were better in this one, though.
Because Red White was just a prick. And Damon Gan. At least this one, like, Man God was kind of cool in the sense of it was double-sided. Richard was cool as well. Acro was, like, an interesting villain in the sense of he was still chill, but, like, he was clearly a bad guy. But yeah. Oh, and then Morgan Fay and Eenie Miney. They were fun. Eenie Miney, I loved voicing her. Yeah. The game was fun, and hopefully next time we will. Well, I say next time. Next stream, we will definitely be having a break for Phoenix Wright for a while. I say a while. We need to do a Phoenix Wright tier list of the characters. Yeah, the tutorial was awful. I didn't like it. The more I think about it, it's so unmemorable, but the villain was cool, Richard. But yeah. So I want to do a Phoenix Wright character tier list at some point, like updated with this. I also do want to do that Taylor Swift tier list, which will take a while, but I'm going to definitely break that up into multiple ones. I'll probably do like 2 albums at a time, just because obviously Taylor Swift is coming to the UK, and we need to prepare for that, guys. I need to get everyone ready for Taylor. Yeah, so we have them 2 things. I want to get back into Stardew. We could probably do Stardew tomorrow, or the tier list. We'll see how it goes. And then we can get back on our Duolingo grind. We could also play a few more games. I'm thinking maybe Unpacking Paloma. I know you suggested it. I want to try and see if I can find it cheap somewhere, and then try and buy it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I do want to break from Phoenix Wright though, because as fun as it is, I want to kind of spread it out a bit. Because if we can drag this out to the end of 2023, like maybe, I don't know, do this around August. Granted, I might get antsy and carry on playing it, but if we get it out of the way later in the year, then when Apollo Justice comes out, we could probably do that. We could also play the Edgeworth games, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah. A lot of plans, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow in the next one. And hopefully less talking and less voice acting, which will be Stardew Valley. But yeah, I will see you all soon. Make sure if you are new here, like, comment, subscribe. You know, it helps with the algorithm and, you know, get stream out there. If you're not, join the Discord and turn on notifications. Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Good night, everyone. The Taylor tier list is going to be pushed on us. Have this eat. Honestly, yeah, you will take it and you will enjoy the stream. You will take it. Anyway, I will speak to you all tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye. Buenas noches. Good night, everyone. Bye. And well done.